Hello, and welcome back to the cabin. Today we're going to do a little bit of cooking. It'll be split pea and ham soup. Stay tuned. And we're back. We're going to make a split pea and ham soup. And you start off with a nice big ham bone. We had a ham a few weeks ago and I saved this one and put it in the freezer. And we're going to add some pot barley or pearl barley and split peas. I've got yellow and green, a little bit of celery and onions. And I've saved some of the gravy also from the ham. And then some nice chunks of ham that I'll cube up and add to the soup later. So nothing left to do but let that pot boil. And then we'll be back when it's time to add some of the ingredients. All right, and we're back. So we're getting to where it's just starting to simmer. We're going to add some onions to let that boil in some flavor. And I've saved some onions to add later when we do a second boil. And it's coming along really nice. And we just need to let that boil. And it should boil for at least an hour, but 2 hours would be better. And I'll be back when we're going to add some more ingredients. Stay tuned. And we're back with pea soup. I'm going to shut that off. It's too loud. We've got the ham pulled out so that it can cool off. There's still a lot of meat on there that I will cut off and chunk up and add to the soup. Soup is boiling really nice. And it's time to add our 2 cups of split peas. I do 1 cup of green and 1 cup of yellow. We're going to let those split peas cook. Oh, it's going to be at least 25 minutes. Get it back up to a good boil. And then I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of barley, the rest of the onions and the celery, and cut up some more of this ham and use some of the leftover gravy. So we'll be right back with the next portion once this ham cools down a bit. And we're back. I had to open the window. It's too hot in here. So we've got the water boiling really good again. We got the meat off the bone. And we're now ready to add the celery and the onions. And we're going to add all this really nice ham. I'm just hand holding my camera today. I'm not mounting it. Oh, already that is looking so good. And it's important we add a bit of barley. Barley's really healthy for you, especially when you're getting older. And we're going to do a good 1/2 cup. Well, that is looking like a really nice hearty soup. So we're going to let that boil for at least another hour. And we'll come back with the finished result. And you can tell me what you think. And we're back. Stay tuned. We're just Gonna give the soup a good stir. I probably should have said that earlier. Constantly get up and give it a stir every 10 minutes or so. It's really starting to thicken and get that really nice pea soup texture. And we'll come right back, probably to stir it a few more times, and then we'll serve it up and give it a try. Stay tuned. And we're back at the cabin, coming to the end of our recipe. We see our soup is doing really well and thickening nicely. And this is the part where you add a fair bit of water. It's called shocking the soup. And then we're going to let it come to a boil again. And once it comes to a boil again, and we turn it down, and it'll, some of the liquid will boil down, that's usually when it's ready. So stay tuned, and we'll be back with a bowl of soup. Split pea and ham and soup. We're back at the cabin, and the soup has finished. We've turned it off. It's a very nice creamy texture with the barley, chunks of ham. Thanks for joining me today in the little kitchen in the cabin and making split pea ham soup. Let's see how it turned out. Very good. Nice and creamy, not salty. Thanks for joining me. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And if you ring the bell, you'll get notified each time I post a new video. And there'll be a link to my other cooking show I did with the exploding squash. And until next time, remember to always be kind to nature and go out into the forest as often as you can.